Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I made a Costco run, mostly because my gas tank was empty. So I wanted to pick up a few things. So I thought, well, I'll run out there and fill my gas tank. Because where we are, we don't have Freedom Fuel, the new socialist gas station. Anyway, so I did that. I ran out there. I filled up the tank. I think it was 40 cents or 30, maybe 30 cents cheaper than the local gas station. But I picked up some stuff I thought I'd show you. And before that, I'll show you this because my mouth is watering here smelling it. I picked up these chicken nuggets, chicky nuggies as we call them. They're by Bear, like Bare, chicken nuggets. And they had the Costco brand there. I don't know. This isn't something I buy a lot, but I've been making my world famous, not world, but honey mustard because I have a lot of honey because I have bees, and I just wanted some nuggets to dip in my honey mustard. I was going to make a big salad with the honey mustard, but all the lettuce they had looked brown, it didn't look as fresh as I wanted it to be. So I just thought, I'll just get the nuggets and dip it in the honey mustard. These are probably super hot. Let's find out. This one's kind of thin, so maybe that'll be okay. I'll try not to eat too obnoxiously here. That's a thin little nugget, but delicious. I am double dipping. You know why? Because I don't care. It's me. This is for me. I might see if Greg wants one or two. That's a pretty tasty little nugget, actually. All right. This isn't from Costco, this part, but I just wanted to tell you real quick my honey mustard recipe. I use probably it depends on how much I want to make, and I do not measure ever when I cook. I go by sense of feel. So, I take a scoop of this, some kind of mayonnaise. This is Duke's. It's good. There's no sugar added to Duke's. Let me double check that's correct. Yeah. So it's more it's not sweet at all. It's good mayonnaise. So I do, I don't know, scoop of Duke's, a big scoop. And then a little bit of some kind of vinegar. I have this apple cider vinegar. Someday I'll do a video on the Braggs. It's a weird story. And I actually did a fast because I read their book one time. I'll have to do a whole video on them. They are not actually father and daughter, even though they say they are. It's weird. But anyway, so this is apple cider vinegar, a little bit of that, and then a couple of decent scoops of honey. Really, I do one big scoop of honey because I like it kind of sweet. Depends on how sweet you like your honey mustard. And this is the honey from my beehive. It's delicious. And then a decent little squirt of mustard. I just use the regular French's yellow, but I have in the past used quality Dijon's or the kind with the big seeds in it. But sometimes, for chicken nuggets, I just want plain old yellow mustard. Nothing fancy. That's pretty good. It's all white meat chicken. I like it. I picked up these things. They're shiitake mushrooms, organic, but they're dried out, crispy, crunchy, seasoned. I think a long time ago I got these and ate them in the parking lot and ate too many. and had a little bellyache after. So now I know to only eat like a couple at a time. But the ingredients are organic shiitake mushroom. I won't read organic on everything. It's all organic, okay? Sunflower oil, rice malt syrup, and then seasoning, which is sea salt, yeast extract, spices, and natural flavor. And it says, these mushroom snacks are cooked at a low temperature to enhance their natural flavor. We make them without any artificial ingredients, so you can enjoy the most of this tasty treasure with a crispier taste and crunchier make. They're perfectly seasoned, not a snack to forsake. Ooh, they're waxing poetic. So I'll show you one. I personally like the smaller ones because they tend to just taste like the spice. And they're like, see that? And the bigger ones, sometimes it tastes like mushroom. I like it to not taste like mushroom. But luckily, Greg likes the big ones, so we can share them. So this is crunchy. Prepare yourself. I will eat one. Very yummy. I'm trying to think of I should have brought a drink. I should have brought a water up. I'm trying to think of what they remind me of. It's something so familiar. It's like a snack chip though. It's like Cool Ranch Doritos maybe. Something like that. But anyway, so I got those to snack on. And then I bought some roasted salted pistachios. These are no shells. I used to always say I'd never buy no shell ones because I'll eat too many. But I guess I've graduated from that because now we get the no shell version. So you can snack on them. And I forgot to bring something up. That's okay. This, I can't even believe. This gigantic container of cherries. It has 2 pounds of cherries. Now, I've eaten some of them, but it's like humongous full of cherries. Literally, you guess. Guess how much this cost. And if you don't grocery shop much, I'll tell you that generally 1 pound of cherries is $5.99. I mean, look at these big, beautiful cherries. And I've had a bunch. They're delicious. I should have washed some off so I could taste one. I don't want to eat it without washing it because I've been hearing about this parasite going around. Not that I always wash everything. But this big thing, it is 2 pounds, 32 ounces, $3.99. What? $3.99. Now I just have to make sure I eat them all before they go bad. But I think I'll have no problem because I just make sure every time I go in the kitchen I have a handful. And they're really good. They're super good. So that felt like a deal that was worth driving out to Costco for, honestly. I was like, whoa, that's a good deal. All right. And I picked up some organic raspberries. I don't remember what these were. I think these were $4.99, but you get 2 containers, and they're organic. And I like berries to be organic because they're part of the dirty dozen. But alas, the blackberries are not organic. I just couldn't find any. But you got to make sure you're washing your stuff really good right now, like extra good. So the other thing I got that I forgot to bring was a container as big as this of organic strawberries that were on sale, pretty inexpensive. I forget what. So we cut a whole bunch of those up last night and ate them I like to eat them with just milk with a little sugar. And I eat that for dessert. I think it's so yummy. It's delicious. But tonight the reason I'm having a big protein snack is tonight for dinner. I think the plan is to have a bowl of oatmeal. I love this oatmeal. This is called, I don't even know. Is it Farmers We Know or is it 1 Degree? I don't know. That's so funny. I don't know the brand. It says 1 Degree Organic Foods. All ingredients from Farmers We Know. For some reason, I thought this was Farmers We Know, but I realize now I think it's 1 Degree oatmeal. Okay, whatever. This oatmeal I think's yummo. It's sprouted rolled oats for rich organic oatmeal and hearty whole grain baking. It says it's glyphosate free. That's like Roundup, isn't it? And then for a half cup serving, it has 6 grams of dietary fiber. And it's just yummy. So I think tonight we'll have a big bowl of oatmeal. Sorry, kind of loud. And then cut up a bunch of strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. And I have candied ginger I think I'll cut up. And some almonds I'll kind of chop till they're crunchy. And put all that on top with some like brown sugar or maybe maple syrup. I could do honey. But as I told you guys, even though I'm a beekeeper, honey isn't my favorite sweetener. Seems weird. So that's the plan for dinner time. And the other food item we got was this micro rainbow mix. Now I buy this usually at Whole Foods, and they have a little thing of it for like $4.99. This giant one at Costco, I think it's $4.99. Maybe I think it is $4.99. But I really like this stuff. You can put it on sandwiches. You can put it on, if you cook chicken, you just put some on top. Kids eat it. Adults eat it. Everybody can eat it. And it's really good for you because it's like the little baby plants. And it's easy to just eat. It's grown in like a, greenhouse or whatever. So you don't really need to wash it because birds can't poop on it. It's just, they don't use manure in the soil or anything. I think they just put it on like you can grow it. Like my sister just gets paper towel and puts the seeds and it'll grow, which I should do, but I'm just being lazy, I guess. But this one has cabbage, kale, mustard, and arugula microgreens. Super good for you, as far as I know. So we always have this around. Eat it every day. If it starts to get where there's a bunch left and I haven't finished it, I'll just throw it in a smoothie to get it all gone. You know what I mean? I can't tell what this is a picture of at all. So that is all the food stuff. Hold on, I gotta have one more little. But we also bought these flashlights. All our flashlights have just gotten old and they're not working very well. And I hope these are good ones. I think it was I can't remember if it was $24.99 or $29.99. They weren't super cheap, but I'm hoping they're good flashlights. And then we can keep one, in the kitchen, one in the basement, one in the bedroom, just in case the power goes out or something. We have them everywhere. So I haven't messed with those yet, but I don't know. Talk about I say, if you don't leave the house, you don't spend money. It's when you leave the house, all of a sudden it's so easy. Like I was just like, well, throw them in. Let's get them. And here's another purchase that I do kind of need it. I kind of wanted it, but do I really need it? I don't know. I got this Kohler hand shower, and it's really cool. I already put it up. You just unscrew the shower head you have, and then you screw this one on, and it has, the cord or whatever you call it. And so it can magnet on there, And it has different settings. You can turn this and get different settings. But then you can pull it off and use it. And the reason I wanted it is for my downstairs bathtub shower, because Cooper, my cat, is overweight and he can't clean his back, and so it gets like dandruff and itchy. And the vet said, yeah, you're gonna have to wash him somehow. And I tried the dry shampoo, but I didn't care for it because he doesn't get greasy, he gets dried out, you know. So I started giving him a bath occasionally, and he loves, after the bath, he runs around purring and being so happy. But he didn't like I'd put him actually in a bathtub with some water and then take a cup and pour it. He didn't like that. So I thought maybe if I got this. So the last night I set this all up and I put it on the kind of the littlest flow. Also, by the way, we don't have great water pressure. So on these things, I shouldn't tell you this, people will get mad at me for it, but there's a water pressure valve that's keeps you from using too much water for environmental reasons. But we have really low pressure, so when you have that on, like half of these things don't even work. So I took it out. And so now it actually gets some flow. But anyway, it's not strong. Don't worry, I'm not like wasting water. But I put it on the center part, and then I could hold it right up to Cooper's back, and he was so good about it. He just sat there, and instead of it flowing on him, I could just hold it on his fur, you know, and then I could shampoo him. I bought like a cat oatmeal cat shampoo, and he seems to like that, and then rinse him off and everything. So that's what I got that for. And it seems like it worked pretty good. It was leaking at first, and we had to add more. They have like a plumbing tape, but it all worked out. And we had to put a new. It was missing one of the, what do you call it? Little rubber O-rings. I can't think of the word for it, but anyway, it was missing that, so I had to put one in. But I've bunched down the basement, so it was no big deal. Anyway, so that was that. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I gotta run off and eat the rest of my snacks before dinner time. Last night I watched. I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat and talk to you. So if that's gonna bother you, click up. Last night I watched Little House on the Prairie on Netflix. And I have not read what reviews are saying, and I'm sure there's claims about wokeness and blah, blah, blah. But I thought it was kind of cute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Little Chicky Nuggy fell in. Ah. Come here, Chicky Nuggy. I think it might end up being a pretty good show. They're kind of showing like they come to the Little House on the Prairie, and they have seen flyers all over in the East that say free land. Just go out west and claim your land. And so they do that. They go out there. Well, then after he's already started building the house and everything, and I'll give this, whatever. Anyway, he learns that this is Osage land, and it's speculative, and the government is speculating that they'll be able to kick them off the land so that people can build their houses and put up fences and whatever. And my understanding from when I lived out in Arizona of Native American culture was that they were like, well, nobody owns the land. The land is the land. People live wherever. But that's not how the white people looked at it. And yeah, anyway, so there's that in there. So there's a little bit more interest, and then like the shopkeeper was a black lady and the doctor was black, and I was like, oh, people are going to scream and cry about that. But I looked it up, and in Laura Ingalls Wilder's book. Now she said some kind of crappy stuff, but she did mention that there was a black shopkeeper and a black doctor. So that's kind of interesting too. I was like, oh, okay, legit. All right, anyway, I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'm painting and putting up we had a mirror that was in the house when we moved in. And when we walked through the house, when we looked at it, we walked by this mirror and I go, oh my God, it's like a funhouse mirror because it's like somehow kind of wonky. And I was like, it's like a joke. And then later when the kids came in, they were like, it looks so weird in this mirror. Well, over the years, 20 years, we've just gotten used to it and I don't think it looks weird anymore. And I'm like, this is weird. We need to change this old mirror out and put in a new mirror. So I got a new mirror to hang and then realized I needed to paint the wall behind it before I hung it so I wouldn't have to, do that later. And so I've been painting today and stuff. So that's the excitement around here. All right.